We have reached the final week of the summer sports season. While we won't have any representation for state baseball, after an amazing regular season, the Albia Lady Dees are headed to Fort Dodge for a shot at the Class 3A State Softball Championship.
It's really exciting. You know, our community puts a lot of faith and support into our sports programs here at Albia, so it's really nice to see the support from everybody.
Oh, it feels actually really good because coming from like a small town here, they don't really have that as much, but being able to be one of the players to do that feels very good.
The Albia Lady Dees are headed to the state softball tournament. After a 25-3 regular season, Albia blew through the regional bracket full of South Central Conference rivals and punched their ticket to Fort Dodge, completing a goal they've had since May.
I think it was early in the season. We won a game, but we weren't at our best, and we knew we had to be at our best, and I think I turned to Grace and Lily and Avery, and it was Grace that I remember asking, you know, hey, everybody needs to know what our end goal here is. What is our end goal? And Grace didn't miss a beat. It says state tournament. And I think that was about 5 or 6 games in, and our focus never wavered from there.
You might even argue their focus got stronger. The Lady Dees would go 20 straight before suffering their first loss, one of the longest winning streaks in school history. Albia was a force in all aspects of the game, but there was one specific area they would hang their helmets on.
I think our defense is really big. I mean, we can get started early. Sometimes we don't get started as early as we would like to, but if our defense stays in the game, it starts off good, and then our bats just come rolling 2 or 3 times through the lineup. So
one reason the defense could be so confident is because of their pitcher, Grace Pence. Pence finished the season with 22 wins, 4 no-hitters, and a .77 ERA. And while that's something to marvel at in the regular season, she's going to have to step her game up and ignore the pressure of the state tournament level.
And that's easier said than done. I think the biggest thing that you have to do is just tell them, hey, the mound's at the same distance that it is back home, and we're throwing to hitters, and we're going to make them hit. And you know, we've got to try to keep that pressure down, like you said, because we can't make the moment any bigger than what it is, because it'll be pretty big for, you know, for these kids.
If the moment gets too big, I turn around, you know, maybe pick up some dirt. I'll either look at somebody on the team. Sometimes it's Aaliyah because she's just straight back from me, and then just take a deep breath, and then I always have my infield talking me up. So,
starting tomorrow, the competition rises. It won't matter how good they've played all season. It will only matter how good they are in that moment. And to be good enough to win a state title,
we just gotta keep our heads like basically screwed on in the right direction, not just that we're having fun, that we're at the state tournament, but to actually go up there and win games.
You know, we just need to stay loose and relaxed. We do have kind of a young team, and there's only a couple that have been to state before, but just making sure we play our game and stay loose and relaxed.
Another thing that's easier said than done. The atmosphere at Fort Dodge is like no other. To win, they will need that focus from the first 20 games of the season and to fully grasp the opportunity at hand.
We have a chance to make some noise up there, win games at the state tournament. Traditionally, we played pretty well up there, and we just need to keep that going, that we need to do the best that we can to get the highest place that we can, and that's what we're really striving for. It kind of goes back to, we just can't be happy to go play. We just got to go out and win, or play to win, and do what we've done all year, and I think things will take care of itself.
That's one way of saying it, the coach's way. If you want the player's way of saying it,
whenever we get up there, it's just going to be barbecue chicken from there. So.
And the Blue Demon faithful can't wait to get a taste. Reporting from Albia, I'm AJ Johnson.